Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 10th of October 2020. This is my weekly analysis video where I go over all of the charts on the daily time frame that I'm trading using the high probability / divergence method. So it's a combination of both the methods. So let's have a look. First up, I'll show you the basic rules, or not the rules, but if you see the charts, you'll wonder what all the different coloured lines are, or what everything means. You can just have a look at this. You can either pause the video, read this, take a screenshot. And like I always say with my videos, if I speak too quick or you don't understand English is not your first language, etc., just pause the video anytime. I've got plenty of notes on my charts. And if I talk too slow, you can speed the video up, knock yourself out. So I'll put this up at the end again. But this just gives you an idea of what all the different things on my charts are and what they refer to, and just a basic overview. So let's go to the charts. So I do all my analysis on TradingView. Now, this is my watch list on the right. So this is all the pairs I'm trading. If it's highlighted in blue, it means it's an open trade. If it's in this pinky orangey color, it means I'm looking at something. There's no highlight, no trade, and if it's in the yellow, it means something's happened. So that was the pound USD. I was stopped out in the remaining sell trade. I'll go through that in the charts. Now, there's a lot of lines on the charts. Basically, this is my high probability template. The MACD Platinum's the bottom indicator. Generally, if it's above the zero level, which is this grey dotted line, I'm looking to buy. I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero line, looking to buy when it's below the zero level. If you see red trend lines, it's bearish divergence, either formed or forming. Green trend lines, bullish divergence, either formed or forming. These aqua blue trend lines are just something I'm looking at, support, resistance, trend lines that I think are important, etc. My trades S1, S2, sequence 1, sequence 2, where they are marked on the charts where those sequence commenced. The sell trades are designated by the red vertical and horizontal lines, buy trades the blue. So where you see blue, just read my notes, pause the video, and like I always say, all my trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet on Google Drive, so everyone's more than welcome to look at that. There'll be a link to that spreadsheet in the description of the video, so everyone's more than welcome to look at that. So basically, when you see S1 all the way over here, sequence 1, which means I started this sequence back in mid-April. Before, I was doing a lot of hedging on all my trades. Nowadays, I'm slowly working my way out of these old sequences, and I'm only taking hedge type sequences on where there's a very good setup, and to me that means hidden divergence. So at the moment, these are old ones. So sequence 1 is all the way back here, trying to work my way out of it. At the moment, you can see break even, not applicable as hedge. So sequence 1's hedged at the moment. This thing's basically been stuck in a range. This is Oz Swiss. It's a pair I'll be ditching. It's you look at my profit to date, this is over a year and a half, and I've only made $23 on it. So once this sequence clears, I'm out of it. Once I clear this sequence 1, this pair is going. It's just not a fast moving. This good move here is all COVID related, so it's a bit of a false sort of chart there because of the COVID. But this is what it normally does anyway. All right, so Oz Swiss at the moment, my last trade was a buy. Here, MACD Platinum was below the zero level, which is a buy. There's a good support base here. You can read my notes here for the sequence 2, sideways market, and we're just at the entry level at the moment. So it's a slow moving pair. I've got a stop and play. Stops are designated by this red dotted line. You can read that there, the stop there. Not too worried about sequence 1 at the moment. I'm just waiting for this MACD Platinum to go back above the zero level. Then I'll look for a sell to try and bring the sequence 1 out of play. So let's move on to a pair that's actually gets me a little bit more excited. Aussie Yen, as you can see, a lot more profit. And all this profit is based on a 0.02 lot. So it's not much, it's only $333, whatever. But at 20 cents a pip, it's a lot of pips. So we're doing all right here. You can see blue line here is a big resistance level. If you shorten up the chart a bit, you can see price come up there, bang, 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 back, bounced around, went down, now it's coming back up to it. So it's just something, even though I'm not strictly a price action trader, because I've been looking at charts for years and years, you still have an understanding of structure, resistance, support, that sort of stuff. So we took a buy down here, it's meandered nowhere and it's popped up yesterday, which is great. And with the MACD platinum still just below the zero level, but it's getting close. It's going to pop through that zero level probably on Monday and come up near this level here. I'll probably look at closing out half and tighten up a stop, something like that. So it's all looking good at the moment. Aussie New Zealand, now in a sequence here, so I took a buy, hedge sell, second buy. You can read my notes in here. This was all based on originally a hidden bullish divergence. You can see the hidden bullish divergence for this first buy in here. So with hidden bullish divergence, we've got lower lows on the oscillator, which is the MACD platinum, and higher lows on price. And even the second buy trade was based on the same hidden bullish divergence. You can see I've written that there. This green line is parity. I'd sometimes draw these lines in just for big numbers. In this case, it's 1.000, as you can see there, so it's a big number. The break-even levels, this yellow dashed line, we've gone through it on Thursday, and I was thinking about looking at it, but then Friday we've had a reversal, so I might have blown my chance to get out of break-even at least. The MACD platinum wasn't quite to the zero level. It is come Monday by looks. So hopefully there might be a little bit of a pop-up and we can sort of look at closing some of these trades. Even if we get out of break even, overall that's fine. We're not taking a loss. We'll just see how it goes. Aussie USD, another one, old sequence, started back here. When's that? April again. Seems to be the starting mid-April, late April. We've got two yellow lines, which means we've got an overall break even for sequence one and an overall so that's a sequence one break even and an overall break even, because we've got a second sequence here, which is a buy, and price has gone up nicely. We've got a stop in place for that buy. Price has popped up. MACD platinum still below the zero level. So yeah, again, just pause the video, read my notes. It's a pair I do pretty well on, the Aussie. I don't mind trading it, but I'm trying to clear this old sequence one, get away from those sequences. Cad Swiss, here we go. You probably get sick of me explaining this every week. If you look very far left here, and I'm talking about going back to October last year, so over a year ago, I got these 5 buy trades. They're still there. I stuffed up and now I'm left holding the bag. So I've got these 5 buy trades, that's sequence one. The good thing is, they're positive swap. So even though I'm losing money on them as a buy trade, I'm making money on the swap side. So I'm not losing any money on that side of things. Meanwhile, I'm trying to work my way out on sequence two, but even that's starting to drag out for a long time. So it's a slow, meandering pair. Again, this is COVID. Now I'm just trying to add to my profits here. We're getting close to the break even for sequence two, which is here. We've got a couple other break-even levels, which is one's for sequence one and one's for overall. So obviously got a long way to go up there, but in the meantime, I'll just keep on working the right side of the chart, add to my total here, and eventually we'll work our way out of these trades, eventually. This is the problem when you do make mistakes or you trade with in this the hedge type sequences. You can be in trades for a very long time, so you have to be aware of your margin, your leverage, etc. So I'm not under any stress, the account, but if you were just trading the one pair on the one time frame, you know, it's a long time making profit. So you want to spread the love, hence you have a watch list, lots of pairs. So while this pair's not doing anything, you're trying to work your way out of it, other pairs are making you money. So that's the way you sort of look at it. So numbers game. Right, Cad Yen. I wasn't a buy here and I got out of it because I just didn't like look at the candles here, and I'm sort of, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have. So we're in no trades at the moment. The green line is the 80-cent level. We've broken through it now. You can see the setup there. It was actually a good setup. I should have probably stayed in it. Euro Aussie, another one's been caused me a little bit of grief. It's not too bad though. This sequence 1 is a sell trade here, so that's that sell trade up here. It's got to stop in place here, so that's good. Locking in big profit there, positive swap, not a problem. Can stay in that forever. Sequence 2 starts here, and it's not too bad. It's sort of just after the COVID, but we're in a bit of a pickle. We've got a break even down here for that, and we've got an overall break even also. Sequence 3 is this sell here, which is the most recent. You can see we're stuck in a bit of a range. Sequence 3 stops at the same place as the sequence 1, and we're just below the entry level on that now. So we're doing all right. Made some good profit. This pair can move a fair way, so these break even levels are not that far away really. So we'll just see how it pans out. Euro Cad, no trade on at the moment. There was a sell signal here. I called it, didn't take it, just wasn't. Even the MACD pattern was just on the 0 level. Price was on the 50. These MAs, 50 EMA, 100 EMA, 240 LMA. They just there to give me an idea of trend. The price was right on it. I wasn't taking the sell. I didn't take it. All good. Making good money on this pair. Just got to be patient. This can be a slow mover. Euro pound, no trade at the moment. Possible buy. When you see a grey vertical line, it's a warning signal. Now, in this case, we have a blue or green, sorry, MACD platinum dot below the 0 level. So I'm looking to buy. The trend is up according to MAs, but it's just going nowhere. This is sideways action here. That's a 90-cent level. That green line there, just something. Euro Yen, in the buy here, sequence 1, again read my notes, based on hidden bullish divergence. You can see there, you can see it clearly marked. MACD's gone through the 0 level. I've closed half, tightened my stop right up below this low here, so I can't lose overall on that. It's a pair I like trading, the Euro Yen. Euro New Zealand, no trades on at the moment. This thing's stuck in a tight range. So I've got some good profit. You can look at my spreadsheet if you want to see how I've traded this pair. At the moment, just sideways. Euro USD, we're in a buy here. Again, hidden bullish divergence. You can see my notes. There's obvious divergence there. Buy from here. It's gone sideways, up, down, up, down. Now popped up on Friday, which is nice. MACD platinum's below the 0 level still. Once that cracks that 0 level, I'll look at closing half, putting a tight stop in there somewhere. Going well. It's a pair that's been profitable for me long term. Pound Aussie. What am I in here? I took a buy sequence 1. Again, read the notes. Stop in place above the entry level. I've already closed out half. Oh, you can read all my notes. It was a sequence of trades. Closed out. Closed another 2. Yeah, I could probably look at closing another 1 out of there. Yeah, I'll check. I'll have a look at that. I'll mark that as something to look at. And took a sell here quite a few days ago. It's got a stop in place up there. It's went against me initially. Now starting to come down towards the entry level, which is good. You can see the MACD platinum rolling over the sell because the MACD platinum is above the 0 level. So 2 trades. We're going to buy and a sell. They're both standalone trades. And this yellow line is overall break even for both trades. So as you can see, it's net minus 0.01. So as long as price remains below that yellow line, I'm profitable on both trades. So that's a pound Aussie. I'll have a look at that buy. I might look at closing another. Close another 0.02. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Pound Cad. What are we in here? Yeah, this is one. If you read my notes here, I changed my version of my QMP filter when I started this sequence, and it put because I changed the version of it, it's put the dots, which is these red and green dots on the price chart. It's changed the sequences so my trades don't line up with any dots. I've taken too many trades here. Now I have to work my way out of it. I messed it up because a few times here, these little spikes up and these candles here were into break even, and I probably should have got out of those trades. I didn't. I've messed up. Now I'm back I'm hedged on sequence 1, which starts here, and I've taken a new sell on Friday morning, which is this sell 2 here. It's based on hidden bearish divergence, as you can see here. So I've messed this up and I'm going to have to work my way out of it. Again, you can pause the video, read all my notes. Pound Swiss in a sell trade back here. I wasn't a buy trade, I'm already closed out of that. So sell trade with a stop in place, looking good. MACD platinum's above the 0 level. So looking to possibly set up for another sell. Trend is down, as you can see. These grey lines here were previous sells I took. As you can see, first sell, second sell, third sell, where I lost. Trying to make up on, eventually got it, got the right one, which is this one. Already closed half, locked in a bit of profit. So it's a pair it up mind trading. Pound Swiss on the daily charts, nice mover. Pound Yen, nothing happening at the moment. I'm drawing my trend lines in place for a potential setup. I always adjust these trend lines every day when there's potential hidden bearish divergence setting up here. And if they're no longer valid, just delete them. But in the meantime, I keep on just adjusting them. It's a pair I like trading, as you can see. It's a nice mover on the higher time frames. Pound New Zealand, one of my problem pairs, but not the end of the world pair. You can see I've got lots of sequences on. Sequence 1 starts all the way back here. January, late January this year. Long time. I know. Sequence 2, sequence 3. Now, so that's all these sequences here. So I'm trying to work my way out of them. Overall break even on this one is this solid yellow line. Because I've got so many sequences, I just like to have my overall break even. So that's what I'm aiming for. It's not that far away. And in the meantime, look at the profits I've been racking up on this thing. 7,000. I'll just keep on working it. Keep on working the right edge of the chart. And eventually, I'll work my way out of this. If I get down to break even here, I'm just going to take it. I might give back a $500 or so in swap fees or whatever. Who cares? So I end up with 6,500 instead of 7,000 overall. Not bad going. So I took the last trade was a sell here. It's gone against me, starting to come down now. This trend line I've just drawn across the lows here. If it breaks this trend line, I could consider even taking another sell in here, just to try and force the issue. So it's not a pair I'm not getting concerned about. It's a pair I don't mind trading. Pound New Zealand. It can get a little bit ugly at times. Look at during the COVID here. Look at these candles here. This is the daily chart. Have a look at these candles. That is the ugliest set of candles you'll ever see on a daily chart. But that's COVID. Which, you know, what will that happen again? Who knows? Could happen next year, something like this, but it's something that doesn't come up that often. All right, Pound USD, highlighted in yellow. Oh yeah, that's right. I was stopped out of my sell. I was in a sell up here, and this thing's popped up and stopped me out. I've already called it in the Facebook group and the Telegram channels. So now I'm starting to draw my trend lines in, looking for potential. Hidden bearish divergence setting up. I was in buys here. I probably got out of them a bit premature. I took a buy on here and I drew a trend line across here. Took a second buy, but then I had this bearish candle in here. This wasn't looking good. The MACD platinum through the 0 level, so I closed both those buys for a small profit. In hindsight, you know, like it's gone on, and that's what happens sometimes. You know, you can't be right all the time. Good profit on this pair, $9,000. Unbelievable, considering I had bigger position sizes on and I actually divided everything by 5 because it was ridiculous amount of profit. So I just want to keep it all based on the 0.02 lot, 20 cents a pip. So that's based on 20 cents a pip. So that's a bucket load of profit on this pair. Mind there's been some luck involved in that, don't get me wrong, but that's sometimes luck's a big part of trading. All right, let's have a look at New Zealand Cad in a sell here. This is a third sell. Yeah, this is a sequence. I took a sell, hedge buy, second sell, and it was all based on, actually might have been more. That's what, third, 5, oh yeah. So it was a sell here. This is the original sell, this one here. Then I took a hedge buy, second sell, then I took another hedge buy, then I took a third sell. So that's this third sell here. So I closed out all these previous, made some profit, and now I've got to stop in place, and it's going to be stopped out by looks. The MACD platinum's below the 0 level, so it's no dramas now. Happy with what I've got. I managed to work my way out of a sequence. And this thing now, I could probably start looking for buy setups. It's the MACD Platinum's below the zero level, so I am looking for buys. And prices come down to the 240 LMA, sort of look bounced off, and we've got to pop up. Probably get stopped out on Monday. Can't lose anything. It's a pair it up mine trading. You can see I've made some decent profit on it. New Zealand Yen. What are we doing here? We're going to sell here, which is good. We've got to stop in place. You can read all the notes there. And can't lose anything on that. And we've taken a buy in here. MACD Platinum still below the zero level. There's a stop in place for this this buy. This green line is the 70-cent level, so it's just a big round number. So we've popped through that. Hopefully we'll keep on heading up towards the stop there. You can see this. I could probably extend that blue line a bit, but it's a support. Sorry, resistance level. See prices come up a few times. Oops, wrong way, Jim. But we're looking all right. In the meantime, overall break-even is this yellow line, and because we're positive 0.01, as long as we state price remains above that yellow line, we can't lose on either trade, or combination of the trades, so it's all good. New Zealand USD, this is similar to the Aussie. I'm in an old sequence starting back here, which is not good. At least we're heading the right way this time. We've got break-even levels up here. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get up there. You can see this big blue line across the top here. So it's obviously a significant level. There we go here. You can see bang, bang, and we're sort of have to head up there again. So it's a big, oh, come on, Jim, what's going on? Yeah, just had a bit of a technical problem there, but we're all good. Yeah, so the Kiwi, we try to work my way out of this old sequence here, and in the meantime, I commenced a new sequence, sequence 2. Well, I've got sequence 3 here. I'll fix that up. Yeah, so that should be sequence 2, not sequence 3. My mistake. I'll change that. Nice little support level here. Took a buy, went against me, popped up on Friday nicely. MACD Platinum still below the zero level. I'll mark that down to fix because you're an idiot, Jim. We'll give the USD Swiss franc a miss. We'll go straight to yen. It's a pair up mine trading. Done some decent profit on it. But lately it's been a bit ugly, a bit hard to trade. I think the last trade I was in was a buy. Sort of took a few pips out of it. Now I'm starting to set up for a sell. MACD Platinum's just above the zero level. You know, once all this COVID stuff on the chart, because it's such a big range, it sort of throws the daily charts out of whack a little bit from a technical point of view. Now, if I go down the 12 hour, you'll see that COVID stuff's all over there, so the chart looks a little bit better and easy to trade. But the daily charts is still, until that disappears off the left edge, and this all readjusts, it just looks like it's gone sideways, but it's actually not bad moves. And this is a pair I do like trading. In the meantime, nothing happening. MACD Platinum's above the zero level. Trend is flat but down, so looking for sells here. Starting to draw my possible bearish divergence lines in there. All right, let's have a look at my pet hate, USD Swiss franc. This is one pair. It's not even coming up there. Hates me that much. Here we go. It's a pair I'm struggling with, to be honest. It's a pair, once I'm cleared it, I'm going to remove it from my charts. I don't like trading it. It's inversely correlated to the Euro USD. I used to whinge about the Euro all the time. But the Euro's actually been pretty kind to me the last year or so. But this pair has not. As you can see, I'm in lots of sequence. Sequence 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, 4's good. 4's a sell, hedge buy, second sell. There's a break-even level. On Friday, bang, pop down through it. MACD Platinum still above the zero level. Getting close to closing some of that out. In the meantime, I've got all these other trades up here to deal with. Sequence 1, 2, and 3. You can see my break-even is off the charts, 7.6 something. Here it's 8.2, so it's a bit higher. Sequence 3 is 8.8, so at least we're getting 8.8s down here somewhere, not far below there. So we're heading there. In the meantime, we're building profit. So my profit's 5,000. So we're going forward, but it's just taking a long time. Again, like the Cad Swiss, This is a pair I could be stuck in forever. In the meantime, I'm just trying to accumulate the profits and try to work my way out of it. Keep on working the right edge of the chart, and in the meantime, hopefully other pairs are giving me profit. Now, if you go to my spreadsheet and have a look at my spreadsheet, and like I said, there's a link to the video in the description of the video. There's plenty profit overall, so we're making profit on the daily charts. But when you're stuck with a pair like this, if this was the only pair you're trading, then it's just not a viable strategy. But because we're trading this whole watch list here on the daily charts, and even if you want to include, I'm trading on the 12-hour charts, I could even drop down a 4-hour and other time frames and just trade. It's a numbers game, Forex trading. So you're looking at the big picture. You know, if one pair's giving you grief, hopefully there's 3 other pairs making profit for you somewhere. So don't get caught up on, you know, someone would look at this video and go, Jim, you're a dickhead trader, useless trader, you're Swiss francs and all sorts of mess. It is, I agree. I'm not denying it. But in the meantime, I'm cranking out profits on other pairs. And I'm still cranking out profits on this, but it's just going to take some time. You're in it for the long game. That's what I'm trying to say here in a sort of a roundabout way. So even though this is a messy chart, it's not the end of the world, and I am not too concerned. All right, so that's it. I will bring up my notes again. So if you're wondering what all those lines and colours meant on the charts, this is what it is. Now, all these daily charts, as I said, they're recorded on a shared spreadsheet. I call all of these trades pretty well within an hour once I take them. So, and generally most trades go against me from the get-go on the daily chart. So I call them in my Facebook group and the Telegram channels. Everyone's more than welcome to join either of those. And I do thank everyone that has joined those groups and are members. It's much appreciated. So I think we've got 6,700 Facebook people, and I'm not sure. I think there's 1,200 in the main Telegram channel and 800 in the other one. So thanks for that. It's much appreciated. Obviously, anyone subscribes to my YouTube channel, thank you for that too, and anyone comments, etc. So if you do like these videos, do hit the like button or the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And hopefully it's the weekend, Saturday, it's monsoon, the surf is up. My football team got knocked out of the finals last night, so I'm not happy. But enjoy the weekend, stay safe wherever you are. Thanks for watching the video, and good luck with the trading going forward. And if you need any help with anything, you know where to find me. I'm everywhere. Just drop me a line, and happy to discuss anything further. All right, guys and gals, enjoy the weekend, and I'll speak to you another day. Cheers.